Alright, so what led you to Alto State Prison and how old were you when you got locked up?
I was 16 when I got locked up.
Yup.
I went to Alto when I was 16 when I got locked up. I went to Alto when I was 17. And what got me locked up, went trim around down south. My daddy's side of the family. That was my first time meeting them really. Like, and I had to stay a year down there. And I went down there and caught a murder charge, man. Some white folks tried to rob me.
Some white folks tried to rob you.
Yeah, it didn't go their way though. It didn't go their way. You know the old school, like you put it in the car, they slap it out your hand. You know what I mean? And niggas ain't going for it. You know the old school. You know you gotta jump through the window, snap the thing up and paw. That was the old school caught up.
Yeah.
But
so you're essentially down here trapping.
Nah. You know the crazy part about it, I ain't even said though.
So I'm saying, who's slapping what out who hands, yo?
It really was like my co-defendant was doing that thing. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
My co-defendant, you know what I mean? That's my dog there, man. Man, I'm gonna say something like on here. I'm gonna say it on here because like, man, my co-defendant fell out like before I came home. Me and my co-defendant fell out before I came home. And a lot of niggas love me and respect me, man. And they always felt like by him doing 9 years and I did like 27 years, then a 28 year, they always felt like Shawty snitched on me. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that one thing, and I always done told so many people like, nah, bro, don't never carry that. And a lot of people like, I don't know how really like they came up like for him being out on the street, but I done straightened it so much, and I just want to straighten it on here too. That nah, man. My nigga ain't never snitch on me, man. You know what I mean? You grow, you can fall out about so much, man, but you grow in life, man. That's what living is about, man. Every day you live, you gonna grow. And I say that, man, what we fell out about, man, it ain't worth it, man, because at the same time, bro, I'm the type of nigga, when it's a rap, with me, it's a rap. Because I think in my head, how would I feel if this nigga, I hear 5 minutes from now, this nigga done got killed. How would I feel? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I don't feel no type of way, I feel like, fuck that nigga. And really mean that, we been done. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if it'll hurt me, there's still room there. You feel what I'm saying? That means I still got love for him. And you know what I mean? I still love that fool, man. I ain't talked to him in a minute. We fell out behind something stupid, man. You feel what I'm saying? But nah, that nigga ain't never snitch on him. But anyway, long story short, he was doing that thing. But it was something about that situation that I already know. You feel what I'm saying? Because it was already some stuff going on already. And by him doing that thing and they trying that move, he and the woman beating him. The dude acting like, you know what I mean, he getting beat up, but he really reaching. I know what he reaching for. My co-defendant don't know what he reaching for though.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? He ain't thinking these folks strapped like that, you know what I mean? But they would. And you know what I mean? I come from the driver's side. Hey man, back up out of here, man. Go on, pull up out of here. And you know what I mean? It was still going on. I'm like, man, Shawty, get up out the window. Because I know, Shawty still in the window beating him.
Yeah.
I'm like, get up out the window. I'm so little already. I done whipped my fire and everything. I'm like, man, get up out the window. Man, keep in mind I'm on the driver's side. I'm so little. I'm through the window. I'm like, get out the window, nigga. And the dude like, oh. I got something for you. I already know what the world did. Oh, you done found that thing now. You done found it now, ain't you?
Yeah.
But like, I heard somebody behind me. And I look, that split second I look, I feel something grab my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Boy! It go off. Come out the window, take off. You know what I mean? So, you know, now my co-defendant like, man, nigga, always shooting something. I said, man, I ain't shot nobody that time.
Yeah.
Somebody tried to snap the gun out my hand. To this day, like, really, man, I wasn't even looking in the car to see who did it. Was like, it was the person that was driving or the dude. The dude said he the one that did it. I don't know, I wasn't even looking. But I caught that body case, man. Can't never glorify. They can't go with me, man. You feel what I'm saying? You got a person sitting there telling them, the victim, telling them, folks, it wasn't me. He looked in the face of the person that did the shooting. It wasn't me.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? You gotta look, dude, like, if he's saying he did it, but I didn't do it, you feel what I'm saying? If I'm saying that I did it, but I didn't do it, my co-defendant ain't got nothing to do with this, period.
Mm-hmm.
And the man sitting there saying, he basically, he told them, he told them, bro, you know what I mean? That the act that he committed, that was robbery, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he tried to rob us and it went wrong, you feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, they wasn't going for that, man. Even all that, man, it's still something down the road, man.
What county was you in?
Seminole County.
Seminole County. How old were you?
I was 16 then.
Alright, so I remember we played Little League baseball together.
Yeah.
Possibly football.
This was after. This was like after the last time you seen me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on it up there then. That's how I wound up get sent down there to stay with them because you know how we were. You know how we were. We were getting how we live, man. You know, we were doing the, you know what I mean? We had good upbringings, you feel what I'm saying? We had real upbringing from, you know what I mean, the household to the neighborhood, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just when we meet and greet, you know what I mean, we on our own time, we doing our thing, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, I was doing my thing, you know, you doing your thing. You were doing your thing. And we were young, you know, that what made Decatur niggas so different, man. You remember back then, you could tell West Side niggas from East Side niggas. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, the West Side nigga had a little smell to him.
Man.
No, shout out to all the West Side.
Yeah, you know, them niggas were wild with it, man. And you know, East Side nigga, man, we were laid back player nigga, man. But we doing the same thing. They thought we were born with silver spoons in our mouth.
Yeah.
And that's what we were like, man, nigga, you talking about DeKalb County, probably all this out here that, like, I don't know where them folk got some money, man. Man, I come from the heart of Decatur, man. I come from goddamn Kirkwood.
Yeah.
And moved to Columbia Drive.
Yeah.
Midway right there. When I was in Kirkwood. I went to Kirkwood Elementary, then came over there and went Midway Elementary. And you know, like,
oh, you was a Midway baby for real?
Yeah, most definitely. All the way, man.
Yeah.
All the way, man. Little Carl East Side, that's in Kirkwood. I mean, that was called East Side Ball Club. Gotta work that thing there, man. That was the beginning.
Yeah.
That was the beginning, man. My mama got one more son, man. And my little brother, shout out 2 years younger than me. Yeah, man, they call that Luna Ball. It was number 2. Yeah, we finna do it. Wherever we go, we finna do it. So we left there. We came right there in Midway. Okay. Did the new home. I was in 5th grade now. I was 10.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? It was love out of the muscle. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it really was like, you know, you're going to go through your run. You know how it is when you move into a new neighborhood. Niggas got to see what you talking about. They got to see. So, you know, we handled that. Oh, man, we did good with that. We did great with that. They just didn't know. They were right up our alley, man. We come to Kirkwood, nigga. Big because y'all nigga playing. We been doing this. So, you know, everything Phil went to playing the sports at the park, seeing the love at the park.
Yeah.
And man, we got something going on that too many folks ain't got. To this very day, my nigga, all us still like family.
Big facts.
All us still like family. Midway Day, everything, man. Brothers and sisters. Shout out to Midway, man.
Hey,
Inside Long City Dell, man.
I learned some of my most valuable lessons in Midway.
Most definitely.
So
man.
how old are you when you make it, when you step foot down at Alto?
I was 17.
Okay, you 17. So
I was 17 then. They had ran me through.
You technically an adult. Did you go to, where did you do your diagnostic at?
I did my diagnostic on Savannah and Coastal.
Okay. And so just so we're on the same page, how much time? You go jury trial?
Oh yeah, more definitely.
Okay, so you go and they find you guilty. How old are you?
17.
Okay, 17.
Yeah, they play it like they gonna wait till you turn 17.
Okay.
Then go ahead and flip you in.
Alright. And so then you go through jury trial, you get found guilty. Do you get your time that day?
Man, look, man, I got a funny story about that, man. Now, I ain't get my time the same day. You know they gonna find you guilty.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? My whole case was like, I'm sitting in the courtroom for nothing. Like the people, the witnesses that they got, they sitting on the stand. They tell them, nah, it wasn't him. We know him. It wasn't him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, back to back. My co-defendant uncle got on the stand and testified against my co-defendant, man. They asked him, do you know him? They were talking about me. Like, nah, I know him, but that wasn't him that I seen leave the car.
Yeah.
So nobody is putting me at the scene of this crime. Even the victim, man, it took a nigga that me and him wasn't seeing eye to eye. I wouldn't say beefing because like, man, I didn't do no beefing there, man. When it was real, it was real. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we just want to see it eye to eye. Little did I know this nigga was a town snitch. Little did anybody know this nigga was a town snitch. So you know what I mean? You know, he was there and they had a surprise witness. You know, they gonna always have a surprise witness. It was this nigga.
Right.
You know, the nigga that get up on the stand and, you know what I mean, place me at the scene of the crime. But, you know, it's some extra so messed up where you can read between it. And that's how it came out there. Shot Riddle with a town snitch.
Gotcha. So, when you get your time, what's the distance, the time span between you being found guilty and you catching your time?
What it was, I think it was like 2 weeks. I think it was a week, 2 weeks. I can't even remember. I can remember things back then, but like that was like a blur.
Yeah.
Because, you know, that was a life-changing moment around back then. You know, I was a kid, but I was one of them folk that they call like he before their time. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was understanding great. And you know, I was still at that point in time. I would happen to play certain roles, but I had not been messed that role playing up because of my emotion. Because, you know what I mean, that was the first time I faced racism for real.
Yeah.
You know, in the city, man, we heard about that, man. We didn't know racism for real, man. Cause we stay in the hood.
Yeah.
You can count out the white people that stay around us. You know what I mean? They're my folk. You feel what I'm saying? So we weren't understanding like racism, like what we taught in school from the slavery day, this and that. And, you know, to go down there and really see it off the muscle. Time I get down, I get into it. I'm like, oh, man, these probably, man, they stupid, bro. Y'all crazy, man. So I'm not bored. I'm the opposite. Like, when I go there now, you know, you get told all the time, hey, don't get caught up messing with these white people, this and that. And, you know, I'm coming from the city like, man, where y'all black, man, y'all tripping, man, man, I ain't studying none of that, man. And, you know, I went through it, and then when they had me like then and there, I seen it then. I was like, oh, so, you know, I'm young, like not getting off subject, but back then, everything was a blur because I was learning. At that point in time, I was learning because it was real then. It was real, and I held it down. But I'm watching it because I'm going through. I'm watching. I'm like, man, nigga, you finna go to prison the rest of your life, nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it ain't like I was a nigga out there in the street, young wild nigga, this and that. I was a young nigga out there doing what I do, man. Messing with the little bras or whatever, giving me a little piece of change and everything. If it got real, I was on that. But I know, honestly, I know that I would want to go in prison because I was a little bit of nigga, man. And, you know, I ran with niggas that were pretty much older than me, man. So when you put up on me, all my drama came from behind messing with a nigga bra. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. So when you do get your time, how much time do they give? How do he give you your time? What do he say?
Yeah, that's the funny part, though. When we got found guilty, when the verdict came in, they say my co-defendant stuff. We had 4 charges. Malice murder, felony murder, aggravated assault. They